Keep left to continue on M7. Continue straight, then turn left. Take the second left, then turn right. Take the next left, then turn right. Make a U-turn, then turn left.
Oh.
And if we call, they might have us. I think we can get in here.
You have arrived.
We have an exciting few days ahead. And there's a couple of things we need to fill you in on. But I thought we'd let you see what it's like to get settled into an official campsite. We've been here for a few minutes and we got parked and settled and everything was good. But one of the first things you have to check is if you can reach the Wi-Fi. And we couldn't quite reach it, so we're relocating to where we hope we'll have a good Wi-Fi signal in the van. Kurt's gotta do some turning around. Yeah, it'll just be a 20-pointer.
Yeah, she's not overly pleasant. Or maybe that's not the word. She's not really at all helpful.
Oh. So, the next thing you need to know is that we are in a campground in the middle of a city. Now, we don't do a lot of cities in the van because it's difficult. But every once in a while we come up on a city that we really want to see. Some examples was Venice and Florence. Well, we're getting settled in Budapest. Now, you always need to lower your standards a little bit when you're looking for a campground in a city because they are hard to find. Most cities don't even have them. So this may not be the most glamorous, luxurious campground that we're ever going to show you. But in this video, one thing we want to make sure we cover is how you do van life in a big city. And getting settled into a cramped campsite, hopefully close to public transportation, that's all part of it. Kurt's doing a fine job of backing us up. Oh. Squeezing us in.
Let me take a look.
Okay. Kurt's gonna get out and look at things. One of the things he's looking at is the ground, because you always want to be level when you're trying to sleep and which way the water's drained in the sink. Something you might not think of. And if we can get level without pulling out our leveling blocks, that's awesome. I think here we're gonna definitely need our leveling blocks. I think he's gonna straighten us out a little bit too. Now for us, one more thing we take into account when we're trying to settle in on a parking spot is that when we open the door, there's some sort of tree or some sort of little private feeling area for the kitties. That's definitely not always possible, but we think we've done it here. We'll see when we get the door open, see if they approve. It's kind of fitting that I told you guys we don't do cities because it's hard. Because we pulled into this campsite and we did a lot of research. And we chose this one because on their website they talk about all the support they'll give you on figuring out where the metro station is and how to get there, and that there's a grocery store and a coffee shop right across the street. You get here and
it's not as advertised, guys.
No,
Simple
no.
as that.
This, I'll show you. This is the support they give you on using the metric system. And then they also advertise that Wi-Fi is available throughout the entire place, which we need right now because we need to upload a few videos for you guys. And it's just not. I mean, it just flat out isn't. And when we tried to park where there was Wi-Fi, they just came out and they, to be honest, they were rude. So we're going to leave and go to what was our option number 2 campground, which is not advertised to be so nice, but I still think it'll be better than this place. So if you're curious, the name of this place is, what is it? Holler Camping, I believe. H-A-L-L-E-R. And we just got a bad feeling, so we're just gonna leave. So here's the reception area. You want to give them their stuff back, Kurt? We don't need it. And we even came in here expecting for it to be something that we wouldn't be 100% happy with, because we are in a city. But just the overall vibe. A bit grumpy, a bit rough around the edges, no Wi-Fi, no support on how and where to use the metro system, so we're gonna bail. Plus, it was very expensive. I think it's 42 or 45 US dollars. We're gonna go try the other place. What was it, $45, $42?
45 a night, and
yeah, we're out of here. Welcome to trying to do a city in the van. We'll figure something else out, or we'll bail completely and regroup. Welcome to van life. We have shaken off the bad vibes. We're on the road. Kurt is always our driver in the city because I totally stress out. I can drive on a mountain road hanging off the side of a mountain, but put me in a city and for some reason I totally flip out.
you flip out on the mountain roads too, let's be honest.
I take offense to that. I'm a very good mountain road driver.
I'm not saying you're not a good driver, but you do flip out.
Anyway, Kurt had done a little background work before we even headed here and knows of another campsite that we're gonna go check out, and hopefully that one will feel better. So you know how when you come up at a hotel and it's just not what you expected, but you're stuck there because it's a hotel and you're already checked in. At a campsite, when you're traveling by van, if you don't feel it, we can just leave, can't we, Kurt?
We're out of here.
And I am very proud of Kurt because here, once we got into the suburbs of Budapest, we have passed at least 10 McDonald's, 10 KFCs, and 10 Burger Kings. They are everywhere, and they are very well marketed, and Kurt has not pulled in.
And it's past lunchtime.
It's true. KFC, McDonald's, Burger King.
It's on every block.
It's everywhere. Let's get to our next campsite and hope it feels a little bit better.
All right, so the guy here was really friendly. The price was exactly the same. We are farther out of town, but we're closer to public transportation. So the bus station's right there. It takes us to Central Station. We change buses and then we take one to downtown. Okay. But it's literally right there, so it's not too far away.
Nice.
The other one, it was like a 15 or 20 minute walk just to the bus station. So this is better from that, farther out of town, but better for transportation. Same price. Laundry, washing is included. And guys, we've been paying $5 a load to wash and $5 to dry. Now naturally we can hang our clothes to dry, but with the kitties and all the cat hair, drying helps remove the lint and the cat hair, so that's a bonus. So they have free laundry here included in the price, which the other place didn't have. Supposedly they have Wi-Fi throughout. We're fixing to go down there and check it out, but I can tell you they were much more helpful and friendly at the gate here night and day. So we'll see how the rest of it goes. We got to cross the bridge, find our camp spot, and we'll report back.
Alrighty.
And then he said we can go online to get our tickets. We can get them on the bus, but they're more expensive. It's just so much information.
Yeah, which is what I expected from the other place.
Yeah, he gave me some pamphlets and said, here's some stuff we recommend. If you have any questions, come back. We do sell some tickets here, blah, 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 blah.
All right.
So.
We got ducks.
So here's the showers.
Okay.
And then there's another, apparently some more up here. You want to check your Wi-Fi?
For arena camping, it shows up here.
We have signal.
Yes.
Do you see a place that looks good?
No, but you maybe go around the circle and we can see. I think there's tents in these back here. Yeah, there's a tent in that one.
Tents.
Got half signal here. Circle. Well, obviously, we settled into that second campground we found. Had a very good night. I actually got 4 loads of laundry done yesterday. Did our blankets and all kinds of stuff. We've done a lot of research, and we are going to try something new today as we head into this city. But I just want to point out that I'm waiting on Curt. There he is, Sleeping Beauty. So Curt has done most of the research. And we've used public transportation a little bit since we've been over here in Europe. And you got to remember, coming from the States, you know, and not living in one of our bigger cities, public transportation is not something we really use, which I know to our European subscribers and out there, that seems odd. But today, we're gonna try it. We bought a 1-day transportation pass here for Budapest. And we're gonna take the buses, the trams, the metros, and we're gonna see if we get lost, frustrated, or if it's as easy as they say. How much was our 1-day pass, Curt?
2,500
Huffs. Yeah.
So I think it was about $7 US.
All right. So now we have to take about a 5-minute walk to the bus station, where we'll get on a bus, hopefully, and head to Central Station, right, Curt?
Yep, Central Station.
It'll be our first change.
Downtown.
So let's go see Budapest. All right, we made it on our first bus ride. It all happened so fast. Now we've just gotten off the bus and now we have to get on the metro, right, Curdy?
Well, to be honest with you, the whole bus ride we were trying to scramble around and figure out the next step. Well, we're at the next step, and so here we go.
So what you do is you pull up your ticket that you bought and you have to do a scan of a QR code at each entrance. So far it's going pretty smooth, but here we go, trying to find the metro.
All right, we have officially gotten off the subway and are at our first official stop.
Exit, yeah, Kishar is exit.
That's what I said. There's the church right there. And right off the bat we get here and it's got a big city tourist feel. But one of the things I definitely want to get is a kebab, and I don't know if you can see in there, there's all sorts of delicious looking food. I don't know how healthy any of it is. It's a little too early for lunch, but look at that stuff, guys. We're gonna have some good food choices here today. So as I understand it, the escape rooms, and I don't know if you guys know what an escape room is, but it's a room where maybe you and your friends or a group of people go into, they lock in, there's a bunch of different clues. You gotta crack all the codes to get to the next room and to the next room and to finally get your way out. They were supposedly invented here. So this neighborhood right over here is the Jewish Ghetto, and I don't know exactly the dates, but back in the day here in Hungary, they rounded up all the Jews. And in this area right here that we're walking in, which is now made up of boutique restaurants, shops, bars, lounges, all that type of place, was once a place where they crammed all the Jews into. And this was a place that they had to build by hand, and they were all confined here, tens of thousands of them, into a very small space. And a lot of them died, a lot of them didn't make it through here. But anyways, just a sort of interesting piece of history about Budapest. So one thing I'm loving about Hungary is there are a lot of restaurants with full-on breakfast. I love breakfast. They have here, you can see a full English breakfast with sausages and bacon and eggs and beans and tomato and salad. But anyway, I already had breakfast. We won't be eating breakfast today, but that is a little walking tour sort of this Jewish ghetto district, and now we're headed over to the basilica. And just like that, we arrive at the big basilica, and look at this thing. It is big and beautiful and ornate.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!